Und damit hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu einer hoffentlich, oder besser gesagt, zur letzten Folge von Super Seducer. Und nochmal vielen Dank für das Spiel, lieber Pyro von Sachse. Dankeschön für das Spiel. Danke. Ja, so, wir sind im letzten Kapitel, guten Tag Kater, im letzten Kapitel angekommen. Und wenn ihr es bis hierher geschafft habt, dann schafft ihr alles. So, wir haben das erste Date mit Kate. Das reimt sich. Das erste Date mit Kate. Die Olle mache ich lang, oh yeah. Okay, ja, wir mal gucken, was wir machen müssen. Ziel, Kuss. Bei der anderen war es Ziel, nack, nack, ding, ding, dong, dong, dong. Und hier ist nur ein Kuss. Okay. Es ist kein Muss, ich will einen Kuss. In diesem Sinne, ein Date mit ihr zu bekommen, hast du gut hingekriegt, aber es gibt noch viel zu tun. Reicht dein Charme heute Abend aus, um intim zu werden? Wenn du einen Batzen hast, auf jeden Fall. Okay, abspielen. So, wähle den Ort des Dates. Oh, jetzt will ich überlegen, was Kate, ich würde sagen, in einer Bar, 20 Uhr. Club mit Freunden ist Kacke. Wandern? Wandert sie gern? Ich weiß nicht mehr, was Kate gern macht. Egal.
Ideally, we want nighttime plus drinks, right? To make sure the date goes as well as possible. So the bar is the best option.
Hola, chica.
Good to see you too.
Gegenüber natürlich.
Take a seat.
Thanks.
No, no, no. You
Was?
don't sit opposite. Reason is, you can't touch her up. No, but seriously, it makes it a bit harder. When you're sitting side by side, you get to kind of take a break, look around the room. If there's an awkward silence, it's not so awkward. And like I said before, you can touch her.
Was ist denn das für ein Schwachsinn? Ich brauche Platz zum Fressen. Jetzt stellt euch mal vor, also jetzt mal ehrlich, wenn ich auf so die ganzen Dates mal zurückblicke, die ich schon gehabt habe, da saß ich immer gegenüber. Weil, was ist denn das für ein Scheiß? Du sitzt nebeneinander. Hi, wie geht's dir denn? Das kann man doch viel... Dieser Typ hat anscheinend überhaupt keine Ahnung. Aber egal, wir machen dann nebeneinander. Es ist total bescheuert.
Thank you.
Perfect. So many people sit opposite each other on first dates and it gets really awkward because you've got that eye contact the whole time, you run out of stuff to say, it feels super uncomfortable, and the worst thing, you can't touch her up, right? So it's much better to sit side by side.
Mhm.
So how have you been the past few days? What have you been doing?
Actually, quite a lot. I went to the gym as usual,
Okay.
and then did some work, but it's boring, right? So,
Yeah.
And last night I watched a movie.
Okay, what movie?
It was Seven with Brad Pitt, a nice one.
Yeah, it's good, right? It's kind of psychological, serial killer, scary.
Oh, so you've seen it?
Yeah, I like
it is
it.
very scary. I liked it very much. I think it's very smart.
But it's a strange film for a girl. It's not like Sex
Is
and the
it?
City or like Finding Nemo or something. It's quite a tough film, right?
Yeah, it is. But I like tough films.
So you
They
watch
make-
horror movies and things like that?
Yeah, I do. I do quite often. I think they make you think, and it's interesting.
But not. What if there's loads of blood and people dying? You can watch it, or you kind of cover your eyes and stuff.
Not like that. I wouldn't watch The Saw or something like that because it's stupid, I think. But this one is very smart. You should know if you watched it.
Yeah, it is very smart. You're always thinking about, how they can catch him and stuff. So
Yeah,
it's quite
exactly.
cool.
Exactly.
All right. What else have you got going on?
Actually, I'm moving house at the moment, and it's
Alright.
very, very difficult and annoying because there are all those boxes I have to move and all my stuff.
You have to pack things
Yeah,
up.
pack
and-
up and then transport it all. Oh, it's so difficult.
Yeah, they say it's a stressful thing to do to move house.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
So. Biete deine Hilfe an. Ist schon wieder so, als ob... Ja. Zeige Mitgefühl. Ich nehme jetzt mal zeige Mitgefühl, weil wir sollen ja keine Hilfe
There's
anbieten.
so much to do, isn't it, moving house?
It is. It's very, very annoying and difficult and boring. Ugh.
It's going to be good in the end, right? You're moving somewhere better or somewhere like disgusting and in the slums or something?
Luckily, it's a better place, so I'm looking forward to it, actually.
That's nice. Yeah, when it's all done, it will be good. And you'll have a housewarming party, I guess.
I will.
If you do, you know, I'm your man. I'll come and bring some wine and stuff.
Okay.
Okay, but not the best option here.
I know you're busy now with the house and stuff, but what do you normally do in your free time? Do you do any sports?
Yeah, of course I do sports.
Why, of course.
It's my main hobby, going to the gym, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I like it very much.
What do you do there?
I do a lot of different things, actually. The main one is doing weights, usual stuff.
Okay.
And I also do 1 hour stretching a week.
Yeah.
It's very, very painful, but very rewarding as well.
For flexibility.
Yeah,
so you
I
want
like
to be able
it.
to do splits or
Yeah, that's
or
my goal.
kick people in their heads and stuff like that.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, so, and also I do Pilates sometimes. Yeah, so it's interesting as well. And what about you? Do you do sports?
Yeah, I've done lots of sports. I used to do boxing, used to play squash. I always try and do something physical, and at the moment I just do normal gym, like weights and things. But I don't get huge because I don't do protein shakes and all this stuff. So
That's good.
just go to the gym, and I'm doing things for like endurance, you know, to have good fitness and
Yeah,
whatever.
that's
And what else do you do apart from physical stuff?
Apart from physical stuff, I like reading. Actually, I read every day, and it's very, very interesting for me.
Oh yeah? What are you reading now, or what's the last book you read?
I've just finished Bulgakov's Master and Margarita, but it wasn't the
Okay.
first
Ich hab da was
time
anderes
I ever
gelesen.
read it. So.
You read it again? So
Yeah, I like it very much.
one of your favorites?
Yeah, one of.
That's nice because it's classic literature, not like, you know, Harry Potter and Da Vinci Code and the girl with the dragon tattoo and all this stuff. But,
So you like reading as well?
yeah, and I like reading not just fiction, but if I read fiction, I like classics. But I like
Okay.
reading sometimes psychology, business, biographies, all types of different stuff.
Yeah, that's interesting. I like psychology as well, and biographies of famous people. That's good.
Interesting, yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Cool. And tell me, do you do anything creative or, I don't know, like singing, dancing, playing the violin, whatever?
Actually, I'm absolutely useless at singing.
You can't sing?
Can't do that, and don't like
I was going
it.
to ask you to sing for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Maybe we'll get you lessons and you can sing for me.
That can be interesting. Maybe one day. And I can't play any musical
None of
instruments.
them?
Well, no.
Even this xylophone thing or the...
Maybe.
Do you know this triangle, that one? You just...
Can do that, I think, because that's easy. And the creative thing I do is actually painting.
Ey, wir haben doch gar nichts bestellt. Versuche zu ergründen, wie sie sich dadurch fühlt. Sag, dass du Kunst einfach nicht kapierst. Sag, dass sie dich nackt malen kann, wenn sie... Oh Gott.
Painting's really interesting, actually, but...
Yeah, it is.
But tell me, like, what does it give you? How do you feel?
Oh, it gives me a lot. In the first place, it helps you to reveal something inside. And in the second place, it helps you to express your emotions. And it's really interesting.
So it's not something, because I'm not a painter, right? So it's not something where, you know, you're sitting here, for example, and you just paint the bar and you're just trying to kind of copy it. It's something where something's coming from inside based on how you feel and who you are.
Yeah,
and
it is.
whatever.
It is, because I like to create something that may not even exist in the real
Okay.
world. So it's basically my imagination. But sometimes I like to paint something that exists, if it's, for example, beautiful scenery or something I really like.
Very nice. So it's not, it's something that serves a purpose, like, emotionally for you as well, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Very cool. I'd love to see some of your paintings one day.
Oh, really? That
Yeah.
would be lovely. I would be happy to show you something.
Marvelous. That's exactly what you want to do, because when someone has a passion, you want to dig down in it, get them speaking and
Genau. Was
telling you
versteifen ist
about
immer
their
gut.
feelings, and it's definitely the way to go when someone reveals a life passion. So pay attention to that.
Let's not leave this sitting here. Yeah, have a drink.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Immer hässlich grinsen dabei, so. Cheers.
So tell me, how about traveling? Do you travel?
Oh yes, I do.
And what do you normally do? Do cities or adventure holidays?
Actually, I like both. I like cities,
like balls.
and I went to many places in Europe. For example, Prague and Berlin and Rome. Rome is amazing.
Das heißt Berlin.
So I like that.
Beautiful there, yeah.
Yeah, of course, Europe is beautiful, and I also went to some exotic places like
Bangkok.
Lebanon, for example.
Lebanon.
Yeah,
It's
it
not
was-
dangerous there.
It was quite scary because I thought it was dangerous, but probably it wasn't at the moment. It was fun because I like to see different things and, you know.
Different cultures and whatever. But
Yeah.
Rome is very touristy, right?
Yeah, all these
And-
crowds, you're
And
right.
then Lebanon is probably not very touristy, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely, very different.
So you
You
like
can see the
different
contrast.
different kinds of things, not
Yeah, I
always the
do.
same stuff in the same hotel and speaking, you know, places where, because English people are different. Some like to go to, for example, Spain every year to the same place,
really?
only speak English, they don't know any Spanish.
That's quite boring.
Yeah, and then some people like just going somewhere super exotic where there are no tourists. I'm more like the second type. I don't like tourists.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If I go somewhere and the other English people, oh no, you know, I feel like I'm in the wrong place.
Oh, really? So you don't like English people?
When I'm traveling somewhere and you're just surrounded by, you know, people from your country, you don't feel like you're traveling. And if
Oh, yeah.
everything's in English, you don't feel like you're traveling. So I like to go somewhere and only meet locals, to go to the local place. Like you would have seen it in Rome. You can go to some restaurants where it's all just Americans.
Yeah, just tourists all around.
Or
No
you can
good.
go to a restaurant if you're lucky and you're like, oh, I'm sitting with Italians, so I must be in the right place, not the tourist
Yeah, maybe you're right,
recommendation.
actually. I should try that.
Yeah. And tell me, what's the I don't know, coolest place you've been or most interesting?
Something that I really liked, yeah?
Yeah.
Recently I went to Cuba and it was amazing. I really, really liked it.
Endlich darf ich mal wieder was auswählen. Widerspreche ihr und sagt, dass es da nicht so cool ist. Bringen Sie dazu, dass sie über die besten Momente ihrer Reise spricht. Beeindrucke sie mit der Tatsache, dass du schon oft in der Karibik warst. 10.
Cuba, that's really interesting because it's kind of a strange country, right? It was Americans weren't allowed to go there for so long. They've
Yeah.
got this reputation for the politics, but it's not very developed for tourists, right? So it must be quite interesting.
Yeah, it's not, and that's what's interesting actually, because it's not easy to get internet even there, you know.
No internet yet.
Yeah. There is internet, but it's kind of difficult.
Slow and stuff.
Yeah, very interesting.
But I like
Completely
having
different.
a break from the internet. Do you?
Oh, yeah, I liked it, but not all people can handle it. Can you?
No. Yeah, I can handle it. I like to
Good.
unplug sometimes, and then you feel how relaxing it is when you're not checking your phone all the time. But,
Yeah, right. I do it sometimes as well, and I really liked it.
but tell me, like, what's the cool stuff about Cuba? What did you really like about it?
Everything. I just liked everything. The nature was amazing. Very beautiful.
Palm
And the
trees,
people.
beaches.
Yeah, the main thing was actually the people because they're very, very friendly and very
Okay.
different. And it was very peaceful there and safe. And everything was wonderful. Actually, yeah. You have to.
People are often the most important thing, yeah? Because if they're rude or if there are too many tourists, then it just can destroy the holiday, right? But
Sure.
you said they're very, very friendly, so you felt
Very.
good there.
Yeah, you're right. I felt very
Yeah,
good there.
of course.
Very nice.
Of course.
Excelente. You know, holidays are something that bring out a
Alter, diese
lot of
Folge ist ja
emotions. You
nur
know, just compared
Gelaber.
to her telling you about, I don't know, her day at work, compared with a recent holiday. So it's an area that you want to explore, and you want to find out what she felt during that period, so that she can kind of relive it, and start feeling good again in that moment with you as she tells you about it. Plus, it's keeping the attention on her rather than just cutting her off and talking about something else.
And what about you? Do you like traveling?
Yeah, I do like travel. I don't like it as much as I did because when I was younger, I would go away for months at a time and just go to different countries and, come back home and then 2 weeks later go away again. Now I'm more settled and I like spending time at home, but I would say like every month I like to go somewhere. And I spend a lot of time in Barcelona. I've got a nice place there, it's by the sea, and have it all, nicely set up with big television and PlayStation and stuff, so it's really cool.
Oh, really? PlayStation, you said?
Yeah.
You play often?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, really? I think games are just a waste of time. Don't you think so?
Das sollte man niemals einen Gamer fragen. Ach ja, weißt du, du hast recht, ich werde es einschränken. Nein! Was? Und du machst natürlich nichts, was man als Zeitverschwendung ansehen kann. Überzeuge sie davon, dass sie eigentlich richtig intelligent ist. C.
Well, look, I kind of get what you mean because it's, some people might say it's immature or something, but it's a little bit different nowadays because older people play, and even in this TV show, House of Cards, he's the president, but he plays games. It's quite funny, but
Yeah, sorry.
I won't try and convince you that it does good stuff for your brain and your reflexes and kind of memorizing maps and things,
Okay.
but specifically for me, the way I work in my business is I need to have just a few big ideas, every now and again. So I'm not sitting there all day doing repetitive stuff. I need to be creative and think of something powerful. And when I'm playing a game, I'm not 100% in there at all. I'm kind of detached and I'm coming up with ideas. So it's something that actually is not, I'm sitting there playing the game. I'm actually having these big ideas, just like you might if you're in the bath, and you think, oh, that's good, like this. And something I also do is if I'm playing something that doesn't need audio, where it's not really important, like a racing game or sports, then I listen to audiobooks.
Oh,
And actually, I remember a few years ago I studied Chinese, and I would be able to sit for hours just listening to the Chinese because I was playing the game, so I didn't get bored. Because if you're just listening to language learning, you can't do it for long, right?
yeah,
So
it's
it really helped
tiring.
me, actually.
Oh, really? Yeah,
Yeah, it's
maybe.
not so bad. And there's some girl games I'm going to let you try. There's one called Flower where you control, growing flowers and flying
really?
around and stuff, yeah.
Okay, maybe I would give it a try then.
Brilliant. But do you
So,
know
die
why
Ehre der
this
Gamer
works?
verteidigt.
It's because women find it very attractive when a guy shows his intelligence. All women want a guy that's more intelligent than them, and it's very cool if you can persuade her to your point of view. So anytime you can do this, anytime you've got the facts at hand or a strong argument, you can persuade her. It's actually really attractive and sexy, so do it.
And what about you? Do you have any guilty pleasures? Watch some really dumb TV shows, like reality stuff or something?
Well, let me think. Definitely not TV shows, because I never watch TV actually.
Never?
Never. I don't like it.
You don't have a television?
Only movies.
Ah,
I have
movies.
television, but only
Okay.
for movies and stuff. And I need to tell you that one guilty pleasure I used to have was smoking, actually,
Oh.
but I managed to give up. And
Are you sure you're not going to start again?
no, now
If I had a
now,
cigarette now and say, come on,
no,
smoke.
thank you. No, I gave up, so
That's
no
good.
more. And I think nothing else, basically. And what
Alright.
about you?
Actually, people are often surprised when I tell them I've never tried a cigarette.
Oh, really?
never
Not
smoked one.
once.
No, I smoked other things, but never a cigarette.
Okay.
Strange, right?
Yeah, that's funny.
And in general, no, I think I'm quite, nothing too bad, not a crazy alcoholic or addicted to anything
That's
that I
good.
shouldn't be addicted to. So, no, it's not too bad. And let me ask something that's a little bit, for me it's interesting, right? So indulge me here.
go
What are your bad habits? Like, what are some bad qualities?
Like that. I think I can't really trust people well, so
Well,
sometimes...
you can trust me.
No, I
Of course
don't
you
know.
can.
Sometimes I can seem a little bit unfriendly with people I don't know.
Ah.
So maybe that's a bad point about me. And also, I'm crazy about being on time everywhere. So sometimes I'm panicking when I'm running late and can be really angry or something like that.
That might be a problem.
Really? Why?
Yeah.
You're always late.
I'm never late, but I arrive.
Don't tell me that.
I arrive like 3 seconds before.
Before.
Always
You're
before.
sure not after?
I'm late if it doesn't matter, but if it matters, like a flight or a train or when people are waiting, I'm not late. But if it doesn't really matter, if we kind of say, around that time, then I wouldn't. And getting to the airport, not hours before. Hate it. So that might be a problem.
Yeah, that might be a problem actually, because I like to come in advance. Don't know what to do now. I can try it your way, because actually I end up wasting hours just sitting there and waiting.
If in the future, right, this is our first date, but if in the future we go somewhere, you can just go to the airport like 5 hours before, do whatever you want.
And meet you there.
And I'll just come later and meet you on the plane.
Okay, that sounds funny.
All right.
So, endlich darf ich auch mal wieder was sagen. Gehen und lege deinen Arm um sie. Oh Gott. Aus der Hand lesen. Verwende die Masche mit der Zigeuner-Wahrsagerin und ihr Ohr zu berühren. Oh Gott. Lege die Hand auf ihr Bein, überprüfe ihren Puls. Ich mache erstmal bäh. Ich krapsche erstmal ein bisschen.
I need to figure out a way to touch her now.
Sorry. Could you please remove that?
Remove this, my hand?
Uh-huh.
Why, too soon?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
All right, well, tell me when you're ready. Give me a sign. You can
Oh, God.
do this and this and this. It means you're ready or something, okay?
Okay, I will.
But don't leave it too long.
Also nie.
That could have been cool, but you drew too much attention to it. So when you do touch her, it should be quite innocuous.
Dann ist A auch scheiße. Aus der Hand lesen.
I need to figure out a way to touch her now.
So if I'm not mistaken, you have hands, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. All right, let me see this. Oh my God.
What? What's wrong?
Has anyone ever done a palm reading for you?
Oh, no. Never.
No? I can see why. This is very, very strange.
What's that?
You know this line? This is the lifeline, right?
Maybe.
And it would be very long if you lived in the Paleolithic era. But
Why?
but as it is, it's not so long. But that's okay. It's better to live well than long, right? You know, you don't be 300 years old
Maybe.
but have a
Not sure
awful life.
getting.
So that's that one. Don't think too much about that.
I won't.
Next one is this is your love line. As you can see, it's not been so good, but then it changes and everything gets pretty good, and that's around when would that be? Today.
Oh, oh, really?
So
You're joking.
that's all good.
That's the
Children,
joke, right?
happiness. A joke? No, really. It's around today. You can't tell exactly, but around, give or take, a week or an hour, something like that. This one is your fortune, and again, it's quite unlucky, but then someone brings a lot of luck and happiness. So
Who's that?
I don't know who. It could be anyone, but probably someone
Okay, I'll pretend
someone close by. So
that I believed you.
No, it's very scientific. You can, there's books.
Oh, really?
I studied for a long time.
Well done.
It depends what kind of box you want to be in. If you want to do this kind of silly stuff, it can actually work on
Was
a
soll
lot
ich
of
denn
girls,
sonst machen? Die
surprisingly.
Buchse runterziehen
Even
oder
if you
was?
think it's bullshit,
Junge.
the majority of girls like this stuff. However, it's a little bit calculated. So depends where you sit on that issue. But for me, it's not the best thing to do, and you should try to do without it.
And do you like going out to bars, partying, all that stuff?
Actually, no, I don't really like it because people are just drinking there, and I
Brilliant.
don't really like to drink.
Like us?
No,
You don't like to drink? Cheers.
no,
Cheers to
they're
that.
just cheers. I think they're just drinking a lot, and then they're crazy, dancing everywhere,
You mean like
smoking.
shots and...
Yeah, all this.
Hard
I don't
drinking.
really like that. Yeah, but sometimes I go with my friends when they make me go, basically.
You like
Yes.
dancing? Can you dance?
I really can dance when I feel like dancing, but it doesn't happen often. That's why I don't go.
So, do I believe you, yeah? So if I caught you in the club, you wouldn't be dancing on the bar or the table?
No, nothing like that. Never.
You're controlled.
Yeah, I'm very,
Okay.
very self-controlled.
But you're single at the moment. You don't
Yes, I
go
am.
to bars to meet men?
Really, I don't think it's a perfect place to meet someone nice.
What do you do then? Internet?
No, internet, I don't believe in that. I
Okay.
think that it's better just to live your life, to work and go to the parks, wherever you go, and then one day you will meet someone when it's time.
That's very romantic. So you believe in fate.
Yeah, I do.
So you're single at the moment, right?
Yes,
You
I
haven't
am.
got secret lovers and husbands all around the world or something?
No.
Okay. And how is it? Because I know some girls, they're never single. They just have relationships, split up into the next one.
Yeah, maybe. I quite like it. I think it's better to be single than with someone you don't like or something like that. That's why I really enjoy that. I have a lot of free time to develop my personality and to do something, read and do more work. So I like it.
What's your longest relationship?
It was about a year.
A year? I once met a girl who said 2 weeks to that question.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's kind of weird. Don't you
Amazing,
think
right?
so?
Yeah, very strange.
What about you?
My longest was my first relationship, 2.5 years.
Oh, that's quite long.
Yeah. But how long have you been single this time?
It's about 3 months now.
3 months. If you don't mind me asking, and you don't have to answer if you don't want to, but why did you break up with your last man?
Oh. Actually, we broke up because he was useless in bed.
Mache einen Witz darüber, dass er nur 3 bis 5 Minuten braucht. Zeige Mitgefühl und entsexualisiere die Situation. Sagt, dass das wohl bedeutet, dass er lange nicht mehr richtig befriedigt war. B ist böse. Dann A.
I'll tell you what we can do about that. Bear with me for a second. One evening, come round, because I want to show you some stuff anyway. I've got an aquarium, whatever, you're going to love it. But anyway, come round and we'll pick some, I've got candles, you know, these aroma candles, whatever.
Right.
And very nice music. So think of a track you really like, maybe
Okay.
something like The Weeknd. We'll put that on.
Amazing.
And give me like 3 to 5 minutes to show you what I can do. You'll love it. And it doesn't take long, that's the benefit.
It's a joke, right?
I don't know, you'll see.
Okay.
From time to time, girls act anti-sexually and say things like this, and you need to be able to respond in the right way. One of the options is to be playfully tongue-in-cheek about it, but in a way that shows confidence. So that will work.
So yeah, when I'm single, I'm definitely on dates because it's the best chance to meet girls and, you know, see if anyone would be good for a serious relationship.
Yeah.
But what kind of qualities do you like in a man?
Oh, actually, numerous
Many?
qualities. Yeah, but
Okay.
I think the most important are that he is honest and
dear.
trustworthy.
Oh no. No, I'm joking.
It's not about
Okay.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also, of course, I would like someone very responsible
Yeah.
and very manly, someone who can
Manly, like
handle.
Arnold Schwarzenegger and shooting people and
no.
tattoos and...
I don't mean the appearance. I mean
Okay.
the inner world, right? The character and everything.
like decisive and
Yeah, really
not
strong character.
not a weakling and stuff.
Yeah,
like
and
that.
I like smart guys, obviously. That's very important.
Well, okay, cool. Sounds like you're talking about someone.
Are you really?
Yeah. Do you know what
What?
kind of girls I like?
I don't know. I can guess beautiful girls, probably.
I like blonde, brown eyes. I'm
Okay.
joking. No, of course, you know, the physical appearance is important to start with, and
well.
then... No, I'm going to be honest, right? You said you like honest guys, so I'm
Yes,
not going
I
to
do.
start lying immediately. So definitely physical appearance is important, and then after that, intelligence, curiosity, of course, honesty, like you said, and I like them to be actually quite different from me, so that they can tell me something different.
Yeah, that's
And,
interesting.
Yeah.
I like it too.
But as you know, we agree it's quite hard to find someone.
Yeah, it is. It's very hard.
Ja, diese Folge ist auch very long, weil im Matador hier nicht machen kann schnell. Die quatschen hier viel zu viel in der Folge, Alter. Fragen Sie, welche Note sie im Küssen kriegen würde. Ah, Küsse, jetzt geht's los. Küsse die eine Wange, dann die andere und dann küss sie. Sag ihr, dass sie wie ein kleines Lamm aussieht und kitzel sie dann, küsse sie. Stürzt sich auf sie und überrascht sie mit einem Kuss. Weißt du, wie spät es ist? Nicht zu spät zum Küssen. Oh Gott, das ist alles Kacke. Ich mache C.
Wait a minute, come here a second.
Yeah.
Turn your face.
What's that? Oh.
Okay. Let me see that side. There we go, that's better.
Okay.
You've gone all red. Sweet.
Is it?
Yeah, it's cute. I like it. It's shy.
Okay.
Wie sie sich freut.
Yes, well done. That's exactly
Katsching,
the way to do
Junge!
it. Nice and smooth. Gets the kiss. Good work.
Ergebnis sehr gut. Und wir haben es sogar noch in der Zeit
Ideally,
geschafft.
we want nighttime plus drinks, right? To make sure the date goes as well as possible. So the bar is the
Okay, wir
best
haben
option.
77,78.
Congratulations, you made it. You got all the way to the end and completed all 10 levels. Now, there is an even better ending if you go through and you complete them all with 5-star ratings, plus get 50% completion, but it will be worth your while, so I suggest you go and do it. As a reward for completing the game, I'm going to give you a few secrets in the making of it. Now, did you notice this? That there's a scene with a girl called Alexa, and there's another one called Jenna. We're talking about the club dance floor and the girl on street, and also first date. Did you notice that that's actually the same girl? That's actress Shanna Vincent. Something else in the game is that in the friend-to-girlfriend level, Lilia, the girl in it, is actually my friend. She's my friend since 2012, and so a lot of the stuff in that level is true, like her going on to a design course. Finally, maybe most shocking is that the girl Kate is actually my wife of, I don't know, about 6 months ago. So you didn't know that, and that's kind of like silly little reward for you finishing the game. But if you want to go a little bit further and get the best possible ending, then I've got an even better surprise for you. So maybe go ahead and do that. But again, thank you so much for playing, and I hope you really loved the game.
Und leider haben wir an dieser Stelle kein Geld mehr gehabt, um den Übersetzer zu bezahlen, der die Untertitel eingebaut hat. Von daher habe ich nur die Hälfte verstanden. Egal. Ich habe jetzt gerade nicht so ganz gerafft, was seine Freundin ist und was seine Frau ist. Auf jeden Fall, keine Ahnung. Ist mir auch Latte. Ja, wir haben dieses super, super schlechte Spiel beendet. Super Seducer. Ich mache Folgendes. Wenn diese Folgen, es sind ja jetzt 10 Folgen, viele Likes kriegt und viele Zuschauer hat, dann überlege ich mir, Super Seducer 2 zu spielen. Hier unten ist es. Oh, da, eingeloggt. Und dann mache ich ein Let's Play vom zweiten Teil. Es kommt noch bald der dritte Teil raus. Ich weiß noch nicht wann. Irgendwann in diesem Jahr wahrscheinlich. Und ja, wie gesagt, wenn da genügend Likes und Follows kommen und hier Daumen hoch und so, ne? Und Aufrufe, dann gibt es Super Seducer 2. Und vielleicht noch einen dritten Teil, aber das sehen wir dann. In diesem Sinne, danke fürs Zuschauen, danke, dass ihr bei dem Let's Play dabei wart, danke, dass ihr durchgehalten habt. Vielen, vielen Dank nochmal an Pyro-Fan Sachse für die Zurverfügungstellung des Spiels. Ja, in diesem Sinne, bis zum nächsten Let's Play, angezockt oder sogar Livestream. Macht's gut. Tschüss.